The Amelia Island Concours has been around for 18 years. This year celebrates the 50th anniversary of the GT40, the Porsche 911. It shows off the 50th anniversary cars of Lamborghini, as well as the Miller race cars, and Sam Posey is the honoree. But there's a lot of other things to do on the island that weekend, especially if you'd rather be someone who shows a car sometime soon versus just goes to see one. The Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance, for the past 18 years, has hosted the RM auctions. And they've got a lot of cars at this auction this year. You've got this Lozier. You've got an Allard K3 Roadster. How about a Chevy Corvette? How about this big Stutz SV16 Monte Carlo? But that's not the only auction game in town. Goodings & Company is holding yet another auction at Amelia Island over at the Omni Plantation, and they've got a lot of cars. This is a 1928 Bentley 4.5-liter Semi-Le Mans Tour. It could go for up to $2.5 million. Then there's a classic Cadillac. How about a beautiful Alfa Romeo Giulietta Spider? And this Chrysler 300F GT Special.
Well, we love coming to Amelia Island because the concours and the event this weekend is one of the best in the country. It's actually one of the best in the world. People come from all over, and we've had tremendous success with our auctions. Lots of records. It's a chance for us to do a great venue on the East Coast, and it's a wonderful time of year being in March. So we get some incredible consignments. We're really excited with what we have to offer this year. We have a wide variety of cars, everything from pre-war Bentleys all the way up to modern supercars, Bugatti Veyrons, and a little bit of everything in between.
W.O. Bentley was known for making very fast, very luxurious cars in the 1920s. They were so fast that they won consecutive 24-hour of Le Mans races, driven by the guys that were known as the Bentley Boys, all very wealthy and very experienced drivers who loved their modified Bentleys. This was bought by a friend of the Bentley Boys who decided he wanted to make the car spec'd out just like the race cars. So what he did was he added some things to it just like the Bentley Boys race cars. There was the oversized tachometer, there was the rear-mounted gas tank with the quick release, as you can see, and a few other things like a mesh screen guard to protect it from rocks. He competed in it. The car now, as you see it, is an ultimate Bentley 4.5-liter.
It's a semi-Le Mans spec, which means it was built to Le Mans specification in Tim Birkin's shop at the request of the original owner. And there are many Bentleys now that have been built to look like this car originally looks. It's very rare that very few of them were built this way originally, and this is one of them. It's beautifully restored and just one of the finest 4.5s in existence.
Experience here. You sit high in this Bentley, but you can feel the 130 horsepower. You can hear the whine of its gears. The steering, obviously a little looser, but the feel just as exhilarating, right, David?
Right. It's actually, I feel more comfortable driving this car at speed than the Allard by comparison. It's a heavier car, but somehow tighter, actually. Everything is very direct and crisp. So it's just a delight. Very comfortable car. There's lots of support in the seat, great visibility, and the sound and the noise, the look, everything about it is just really exhilarating.
It is a very vintage car, but as Bentleys were and still are very comfortable, beautiful, comfortable leather seats, all these gauges to keep an eye on every function of the car, and then that amazing bonnet view out there, tall, the big headlights, the side-mounted tires, and that grumble and rumble of a big engine. 289, this is an amazing car to ride in. I've been in one before. AC/DC's lead singer has one of these, Brian Johnson, called Thunder Guts, and I've had the honor of being in it. This is a true gentleman's sports car, even though people as great as Ettore Bugatti once called it the world's fastest truck. Sidney Allard had the right formula for sports cars in the 1950s. Lightweight platform and a big engine. In fact, many Allards carried Cadillac, Chrysler, and Mercury flathead V8s. American horsepower with lightweight bodywork, all underneath that one leather strap. This car, though, had an option done in the early 1960s. Its owner decided he didn't want a Mercury flathead and stuck in a 289 AC Cobra V8. It made it a very powerful and very lightweight Allard. But I've got a local connection with this car. It was owned by my mechanic's father-in-law, Otto Bowden, and I sat in that cockpit once saying to myself, boy, I'd love a ride in it. Let's go.
It's the ultimate Allard because, of course, it's got the great J2 look, but instead of your typical Cadillac V8 power or Mercury V8 power, it has a Cobra 289 unit, so it really goes. And it's had that Cobra unit for many, many years, so it's been considered by many to be the ultimate Allard.
You probably can't hear me over the wind noise, but I will tell you this 289 Cobra motor sounds fantastic, and the view over this bonnet through this little windscreen is amazing as Allard cycle fenders rattle and shake, typical of that kind of car.
It's such a fun car to drive. I mean, the power, keeps you alive and awake and paying attention.
It's hard to believe that Sidney Allard actually came in third at Le Mans in one of these J2s.
It is a testament to his skill and driving.
Both of these cars share some common traits. They're loud, they're proud, and they're bold, right?
That's right, and they're British, and they're British racing green, so couldn't ask for anything better.
This is life in an Allard J2 with tiny little Perspex windows on a very chilly March morning on Amelia Island.